So we've looked at the strand that talks about meal selection and meal evaluation. We're now going to have a look at the progress strand. Now, this is the one that's going to enable us to have a look and see how the person's ranking their own progress in terms of moving towards a healthier lifestyle. You'll notice there's 4 trophies up at the top, indicating total progress of 20. Now, this means you get 1 trophy for every 5 times you monitor or put an entry in regarding your own progress. Hopefully by the time they've reached the 30 mark, they would have established a pattern whereby they become familiar with the process of going in and registering their progress. I'm going to click on the My Progress button, and it takes me through to the progress page. And here I've got to rate my progress, and I've suggested that we've got sleep, energy, concentration and physical activity as my measures of progress. So if I click on the sleep button, it lets me choose what the quality of my sleep was, 1 being poor through to 5 being great. I'm going to click on a 4 on that one. I'm going to have a look at my energy levels, and again, descriptors, the 1 to 5 scale for descriptors. And in this case here, I'm going to say kept up with the requirements for the day. There it is there. And I'm going to have a look at concentration. And concentration, yep, was a pretty productive day today. Physical activity, let's have a look at that one. Wow, didn't do anything today. That wasn't very good. So I'm just going to leave that as a 1. So clicking on the 1, that gets rid of that. And you've now seen the scores. I've got a 4, 3, 4 and 1. I'm now going to check on submit, and it's going to save that to an online database, a cloud database. So it's done that, and that one's now been saved. So you'll notice we had 20 progress ratings previously. We should now have 21. I can check on that database by having a look in here. So I'm going to click on the Check DB button at the bottom of the screen. And that'll take me through and let me have a look at my database, and you can see the way the data is being stored. It stores it against a date, a time, and the ratings for each of those items. You also notice the totals given there is 21. Now, what that gives me the ability to do, because I'm using numbers to record these, I can then graph them. So I'm going to click on the back button, and I'm going to have a look at my progress. And although not in real time at the moment, these graphs here will show me the way that I've rated my sleep, energy, concentration and physical activity based on that 1 to 5 scale. So hopefully we should be able to see a pattern of change over that over time. If I want to have a look at one of these, or I'm not doing too well on the sleeping front, I can click on the tips button for sleeping, and it will take me to a screen and will give me a limited number of sleeping tips. Those sleeping tips will be based on a database, so it only shows 3 on the page. Those 3 will be different each time I click on sleeping tips. So we could have quite a few sleeping tips in there, which will come up over time. And hopefully by reading each one of those, the person will be able to find a method of getting an improved sleep. Down at the bottom of the screen, I can either go back, or alternatively I can click on more resources, and more resources, if I hold on that button there, takes me to the Appetite for Life page and lets me send Appetite for Life a quick email via their contacts page, and that's of course going to enable me to get a bit of extra assistance if I'm having problems with one of those areas and I haven't found the tips sufficiently useful. Click on the back button. Takes me back to my original screen there. There we are. And the other thing I can do here, I can share it by clicking on the share button, and that's going to interface a bit of social media with me, so I can share it with some friends. So that's the process of the monitoring of my progress in that respect. So graphing them, keeping an accurate record of them, sharing them, and be able to get more assistance. I can contact them directly. Alternatively, I can click on the Find a Mentor button, and again it will take me to Appetite for Life, and I can use that to find a mentor or someone else who may help me. Or alternatively, I can join a program. If I click on the Join a Program, it takes me to the Appetite for Life page once again, but hopefully there'll be some programs where we can choose a particular page to help us. So this gives us the ability to interface with others that become a useful thing. I'm going to click on the back button, and that takes me back to my main screen. And once I've finished, I'm going to simply log out. So I click on the log out button, and I've now logged out of my database, and it takes me back to my login screen. So there's an overview of the way the application works.